In FCT yesterday, and this morning's protest at Bega Junction. We need the update.
Okay. So you only want to know what happened today?
What happened today?
Well, actually, not much happened today. We got information that they were gathering around the Bega Junction. There were very few of them, maybe just about 10, 12, or 15, and they were moving towards Wuse Market. And we quickly mobilized patrol teams to go and intercept them, to prevent them from gathering. Because what we have come to realize is all they're after is to disrupt the peace of the city. And we know that we will not allow that. As I always said, that it is the responsibility of the Nigeria police to ensure that there is law and order in the FCT and in fact in the whole of Nigeria. So I will not allow disgruntled elements to cause mayhem within the FCT. Yes, if they are aggrieved, there are due process to follow to express your grievances. But what we have come to realize that these are members of the Shia group. In fact, they have constituted themselves into an unlawful organization that always converges in an unlawful manner, which we call unlawful assembly, where they sit down to plan on how to cause mayhem, how to disrupt the peace of the FCT. So it is our responsibility to ensure that there is law and order in the FCT. So far today, as I said, as they were converging, they moved towards Wuse Market. We quickly sent patrol team there that dispersed them and were able to make some arrests. From the last count, about 11 persons were arrested and they have been taken here today.
Yes. Was there any other arrests as regards yesterday's incident?
Yesterday about 115 were arrested,
yes,
and today 11. That makes it...
Okay, it is expected that those arrested yesterday were to be charged to court.
Yes, I know our lawyers. Yes, I know our lawyers are working on that. You know, we have to compile a case file, take their statement, and then due process we have to follow. And we're still working on that.
But finally, these people being prevented from holding their rallies from maybe within the Unity Fountain. What exactly is the brain behind that? Is it that they have no right to hold their rally or the sit out or the protest, or what exactly is behind this?
No, of course they have right. This is democracy. Yeah, the citizens can have right to assemble peacefully. But what we have realized, as I told you earlier on, this has become an unlawful assembly. They have been doing this thing for about so many weeks, so many months. And we found that the tone of their rallies have changed to become something else. All they're after is to disrupt the peace, traffic issues. They will go and block the road, you know, causing problem for other members of the public. You know, they said that someone's right ends where the other person's right begins. So what they are doing, they are causing a lot of fear among the residents of the FCT. And they will go and block the road. They will be singing, they will be dancing. They have youths that you can see they are actually on drugs. They are insulting the leaders of the country. We cannot allow this to continue. People that have genuine reason to assemble, why not? They normally come here, they write to us, and we even escort them. They tell us the route. We go with them. We have been doing that with them as well, until recently when we noticed that hoodlums have taken over, and that will not allow to continue. That is what has been happening these days.
All right. Is there anything you would like to tell the members of the public?
Yes, members of the public, they should be wary of this element. They shouldn't allow their children or their wards to be part of it, because on so many occasions we see that by the time they are done with their dancing and singing, they bring up money. They'll be sharing money. So definitely somebody is behind it, giving them money. So we advise law-abiding citizens and parents not to allow their wards or children to be part of this unlawful assembly, because it's a criminal offense.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. All right. Okay.
Protest in Abuja, and especially the Unity Fountain.
Okay. What I can say about that is that, you know, we are now practicing democracy. So there are rights that citizens are entitled to under our democratic dispensation. Right of assembly, and to propagate your ideas or whatever is allowed by law. But we know, however, when now that leads to disturbance of public peace, then definitely it is no more a right. As I've always said, yes, if you have a right, but your right stops from where another person's right starts. Because you don't have the right to infringe on somebody's right. Like you say, you're demonstrating, you go and block the road, vehicles cannot pass. You're infringing on somebody's right. So it is our duty not to allow that to happen. When you, because of your activities of protest, you bring about fear in the community, feeling of apprehension, definitely that is not allowed. So with regards to protests, either Unity Fountain or somewhere, the police doesn't own. Those are government facilities. But we are relating with government officials. So while we prevent some people from carrying out protests at Unity Fountain or Shehu Shagari, is because they use that as a place where they sit down and plan how to disturb public peace, how to threaten public peace. It has been going on for quite some time, so that is why we feel it is about time we take action. Before then, we used to sit down there, police officers, we sit down there and chat with even members of these groups. We used to escort them wherever they are going within the city. That's no problem. But now, because for whatever reason they have changed tactics with the view of disturbing the peace of the land, they bring about youths that you can see are under the influence of drugs, singing and dancing, insulting people, threatening the peace of the land. Then definitely we have to take action. But for those that are going to carry out peaceful protest, why not? We escort them. Even day before yesterday, some people came from the Niger Delta. We escorted them from Eagle Square to the gate of National Assembly and they were received. Why not? As long as you are going to be peaceful, as long as you are not going to disturb the peace of the community, why not? We allow you. But some other unions, some other organizations definitely have another aim now of instilling fear in the members of the public, of a blocking the right of way for other members of the public. This we cannot allow. This we cannot allow. That is what we observe with some organizations now, or some members of certain unions or whatever. That's what we observe. But that is why we feel no. It is the responsibility of the Nigeria police to ensure that there is law and order. It is our responsibility to ensure that we enforce law and order. That is one of the basic duties of the Nigeria police.
Yes. So this group we are talking about here, the specific groups we are talking about, does it include BBOG and Shiite group or any other group?
What I can say, Shiites, yes. BBOG, not to that extent. As long as they are peaceful, why not? Yes, we allow them freedom of association there. Yes, why not? Particularly it is the Shia group that we've started with them now. Because those ones have really disturbed the peace of the land. They have threatened the peace of the FCT.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, there is a court case against the police, especially the FCT command, and over this issue of protest. When we vis-a-vis the restraining of BBOG, Shia group, and other groups in that Unity Fountain.
Well, me, I'm not aware of any court case. And if there's any court case, well, this is democracy. We follow it to logical conclusion. Yes.
So we are right to say that there is no ban on protest in FCT or
no,
Unity Fountain.
No.
Have right to say so?
Yes. There is no, yes. It depends on the activities, on the conduct of some groups of people. That will determine. But officially, no. This is democracy. We're in a democratic dispensation, and this is what we call democratic policy.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, please.
Okay.